Yo, what is up, guys? It's someone here, and today we're going to talk about Crystal of Atlan again. If this video looks familiar, it's because it's the same video I'm using from the original video I made about Crystal of Atlan, and this is going to make sense why. There is no other gameplay of this video I can use that won't get flagged by another creator. And I don't want to get flagged on my channel, so I'm just using what I have from the Crystal of Atlan channel, which is of Creative Commons use. So this is what we get. And this is an issue because I'm scared for what Crystal of Atlan might not be able to achieve on console. Because many times I've mentioned this to people in the gaming sphere on console, which I'm in, which is the MMO sphere. I've mentioned it to a lot of MMO players on console, on Throne of Liberty, off of throughout Black Desert, that Crystal of Atlan's coming to console, and it has good combat. It has really good combat. It has PvP. It has 1v1s, 3v3s. It has raids and all the stuff. And the one thing they get hung up on is that it looks like a straight PvE game. And honestly, I can't fault them for thinking that because it is a lot of heavy PvE grinding, but the PvP is also there. The problem is there is not enough information on the console sphere of this game. This game has not even been announced on PlayStation's actual channel on YouTube at all. So people that are gonna see this game are probably going to see it when it launches, because PlayStation likes to do that. They do that thing where they put the video up when the game launches, and people that are going to see it are going to see it then and there, and probably still not check it out for a few days, because that's how it was with Throne of Liberty. Some people didn't even know Throne of Liberty was coming out, like during the time it was out. During the betas that were there, the betas were like pretty limited in players, didn't have as many players as we thought it would, for console at least. And then when the game actually launched, people were in chat talking about, oh, I didn't even know this game was coming out. I just found out about it because PlayStation put it on their YouTube, or I just saw it was free in the store, and that's why I picked it up. And like, that's the case with a lot of games on PlayStation that are MMOs that come out with under the radar, like how this game is going to come out. This game is going to come out very under the radar because it is not announced anywhere else on PlayStation right now. Like, it's on the store if you look for it. And I only know it's on the store because I went through Kotaku to find it, and I found it on Kotaku in the first place because I have my Kotaku newsfeed up, so like I get pings when Kotaku drops anything for PlayStation 5 specifically, and with an MMO tag on it, of course. So my issue is that there's not even been a playtest for this game on console. I think the beta test for this game has only been in the other regions, of course, which of course, you know, cool and all, but like, you gotta give console players something that, like, a taste of whatever they're gonna get into, because a lot of console players don't know these things are coming out and these things are gonna be accessible to them. And I want a game like this, especially this game specifically. This game has some of the greatest combat I've seen just from looking at the videos. I haven't played any other versions. I haven't done any of the beta tests. I haven't like been in anything on this. I don't have any special privileges. I'm not being sponsored in this video or nothing. This game reminds me of a game I used to play when I was younger, like when I was first starting playing MMOs. Well, not really first, but like one of my first few MMOs I played, called Dragon Nest. And this is a game I talk about has some of the best combat ever. The combat's fast-paced, action-oriented, very fair in PvP. And this game reminds me of that. And so I want more people to experience a game like that before they get swept into the coming MMO rainstorm that's coming, of games that are just going to flood onto console and think this is what they have to settle for when it comes to, you know, combat. Because we got Throne of Liberty, and everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people just don't like Throne of Liberty's combat. The combat's not balanced. It's not, it's very rock, paper, scissors, where you have to, one class beats the other instead of it just being skill based. It's tab target. The targeting is actually cheeks, to be honest. There's so many things wrong with Throne of Liberty that it's, yeah. But anyway, this is about Crystal of Atlan. This is a game that I feel like if players get into it and they experience this combat, they would enjoy it a lot more than they would any other MMO that's on console right now. And that's coming to close because I love BDO as well. BDO is one of my favorite MMOs. It's my third MMO, my third serious MMO that I played, that I played for a long period of time. And it has awesome combat as well. The only problem with BDO is it doesn't have a recovery system when you're being PvP'd. So like, if you get knocked down, you're kind of just stuck laying down unless you like use your emergency escape, which I think they changed it where you can't even use your emergency escape when you're laying down. So like, you just get knocked down and you get spammed on and you're dead. This game has super armors. This game has recovery attacks. This game has aerial recovery attacks. It has so much more depth to combat. Like, the combat is happening on so many levels in this game, and it's like playing chess rather than just like locking onto someone and spamming your skills and maybe blocking once in a while, and hopefully they'll die before you die. Like, And I need more people to see this game before it comes out, so they're ready for what this game is going to bring to console, and the community that it could foster, which hopefully will be a positive community, because I see this game being awesome, to be honest, when it comes to just gameplay itself. Like, everything I've seen in this game just reminds me of the community that was in Dragon Nest when the game first came out, when I first played it, up until the point where it just kind of like petered out because the game got too pay to win. The cash shop was too into it. Some people just didn't want to spend 40 minutes learning how to run a dungeon, stuff like that. But this game, I hopefully doesn't have those problems. Maybe the developers have taken some type of note from those type of games of the past that, people don't want to run 40-minute dungeons anymore. But yeah, this game, I want to see this game do great, and I need it to do great. I need it to give people. I need people to have the level of experience I had when it came to MMOs when I played Dragon Nest, because Dragon Nest, once again, is one of the top tier MMOs. The very top tier MMOs. I speak highly of this game every time I come across it. Dragon Nest, Vindictus, Black Desert, like very top tier MMOs when it comes to in terms of combat. Vindictus is really good when it comes to terms of combat and dungeons. Dragon Nest is great in terms of combat, dungeons, raids, PvP. Like, all these games, man, they deserve a lot more hype, especially when it comes to console. This game deserves a lot more hype when it comes to console, because no one knows this is coming out. There's a very small community of people that know this is coming out on console. The most people that are waiting for this game are waiting for PC and mobile. Like, the console community that knows about this game is. I'm really trying to reach out to like someone like in the Crystal of Atlan, like, developer leadership Discord or whatever, to see if I can get like some footage that I can put out for console or whatever. Maybe they had like a playtest before I found out about this game specifically, or a playtest that happened that I just didn't get invited to or whatever. Like, something that that lets people get more information about how the game is played. Just information on the gearing system, which they have information on the gearing system on Twitter, which I plan on like going through just to let people know how it works. But like, it needs to be more in depth than that, to be honest. Information on the enhancement system, information on the skills, because I saw how the skill tree looks from another video, and it pretty much looks just like how Dragon Nest is. You level up your skills, you have certain thresholds in your skills where your skills can do certain things once they reach a certain level, and then the combo system for skills is just like how I thought it would be. And so I'm hoping that we get some more in-depth stuff when it comes to this game, because if they don't do it, I will. I 100% will, but I don't want it to be where people won't start playing the game because they feel like it's too late for them to start because the game's been out for too long already. I don't want this game to be out for a month and then people start figuring out that this game is out, and then they decide, oh, well, I can't play it now because people that are already playing have been playing for a month and they're too far ahead. Like, I want this game to have a fresh start with a lot of players all at once. And that is my deepest hope for this game.